with where we left off the page that we were working on, the spring vibes page. I was finishing up my layout, and I just feel like I want to explain how I did it, because it did take me a minute to get all of the triangles the right way. So I wanted to just jump back on here with you real quick and give you the rest of show you the rest of the layout so that you can work on this, because it is lots of fun actually, and it uses your brain, so that is always good. So give me just a sec so I can get my, here we go. I think I'm good. Okay, so when we left off, we had made 4 of these mats using the bow, and I moved everything around again. Okay, using the bow and envelope creator. Remember, we cut this one at 4 1/4, the background, the brown, that's 4 1/4. And the hash, or I can't remember the name of this, the striped pattern here is 4 by 4. So basically we did kind of a double photo mat. Think of it that way. And then we notched it out using the bow and envelope creator, using the notch punch on the bow and envelope creator. We notched each of those pieces out, and then we adhered them together. So we had 4 of these. Remember that. Okay. So I have one. You take, okay, so let me just get everything off here so that we can start completely at the beginning with these, what we do with these. So one of them you're going to leave whole, and you're going to put it right here in the middle. Okay, and those notches are going to go right on the corner of your mats that we put down. These are 4 by 4 mats. You're going to put that right down there in the middle. And you remember we drew these lines. The very first step on here was we drew these lines at 5, 6, and 7 inches vertically and horizontally. So you're going to line up your points from this one on that middle line, that 6-inch line that we drew with a pencil. Line those points up with that. Okay, let's go ahead and just put that down. Okay, so I'm going to line up my points with those lines that we drew on the on our base page. Oops, did not line that one up very well. Okay, so that one goes right in the middle. We don't do anything with that one. We don't have to cut that one at all. Okay, then we're going to take one of our pieces, one of our 4 mats, and we're going to cut it diagonally. Okay, so you're going to lay it on your trimmer, and you're going to line it up with that 45-degree angle. Oop, I'm sorry. Let me switch my camera. You can't see what I'm doing. There we go. And let me fix my camera because I bumped it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So let me start over since I wasn't big on the page. Okay. So remember we created 4 of these mats. They were all in one piece like this. Okay. We created 4 mats, and they were all in one piece. We're going to take one of those mats. We're going to leave it in one piece, and we're going to put it right here in the middle of the layout. Okay. And we're going to line up our corners on this line we drew. Remember, we drew 3 lines at 5, 6, and 7 inches vertically and horizontally. So we've got a 5, 6, 7 inch here, a 5, 6, 7 inch here. We're going to take one of our double mats that we notched out, and we're going to line up the corners, the points, with our 6-inch lines. Okay, 6-inch line here, 6-inch line here. Okay, so that the notches are facing our 4x4 green mats. So see how it kind of lays right there with those. Okay. Then we're going to take one of our mats and we're going to cut it diagonally in half. So we're going to take our trimmer and we're going to lay our mat and line it up with that 45-degree angle. Okay. And the points, each end point is going to be on our cutting line. Okay. And we're going to cut it diagonally, just like that. So that when we're done, we have these two diagonal pieces. Okay. And those diagonal pieces are going to lay here on the sides. And again, we're going to line up that point with that 6-inch line, same, just right in line with this other one. So our points are touching, just like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that down. Okay. Now we're going to take one of our mats and we're going to cut it into 4 pieces. Okay. And I've already cut mine. So we're going to cut it diagonally and then cut it diagonally again. So the same way we just did that one mat, we're going to lay this down. We're going to line it up with that 45-degree angle with our points on the line, on the cutting line, like that. We're going to cut it like that, and we're going to have 2 pieces. Then we're going to take 2 pieces and do the same thing. We're going to line up on that 45-degree angle with the point on the cutting line, just like that. And we're going to cut it so that we have 4 of these little corner pieces. And those little corner pieces are going to go here. Oh, going to go here, 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 and here, right? I have to look at my diagram again. I definitely had to go out to the blog and take a look at her picture because I needed that visual. Of how her picture looked. Okay, give me just a second. I'm doing that again. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so now, okay, yes, so these go in the corners. Okay, and so now we're going to take this last one and we're going to cut it just like we cut these in half and lay it just like that on the top and the bottom. Yes. Okay. Just wanted to double check that before I did that. Okay, so here is a whole one, and I'm going to show you how I cut this whole one. Same way, line it up with that 45-degree angle, line up your points on the cutting line. You can check with your guides to make sure that you're lined up. Cut that in half. And it's going to lay here and here. There we go. Now, the white mats that we cut that were 3.5 by 3.5. That was, let me get the instructions so I can remind you. Yeah, step number 5, she has you cut 4 mats to measure 3.5 by 3.5 from white cardstock. Okay, those mats are going to go right here in the center of these green mats, just like that. Okay, now let's lay these pieces down so that everything is adhered down and isn't moving around, because then the next step is to lay down our borders. Okay, so we need to put these 2 down. And again, we're getting them point to point. So I'm lining up this point with this point, and then lining it up on the edge. And then my little corner pieces, lining up in the corners. I'm just going to put this guy down while I'm here. So see how those notches then line up with the corner of each of these. So it makes it look like those little photo corners that you put on the edges of your pictures. Okay. And you could just stop right here. You could just leave your page just like this. I love it. I think it looks great. There's a lot of steps, but it's worth it. It looks really cute. Just make sure my edges are a lot of corners here. So I just take my repositionable and just run it along there so they don't stick up and snag. Okay, one more piece. Okay, I think I got it all. Yep, it's all on there. Okay, so how cute. You could just leave it just like this. And she has, there's another little corner I need to. She used some really pretty flower paper, which is from the spring collection that's out. So, you know, you really can get really decorative with this layout. All right, now remember we cut borders, and then we cut those borders at a miter angle on each end so that they lay nicely. So we're going to put those on now. Okay, I had a couple of them that I had already put adhesive on. Okay, so let me grab these two. I do not have adhesive on these. Let me get some of this paper out of my way. Okay, and now I'm going to put adhesive on these last two pieces. Definitely using repositionable on my borders because they're very intricate. Oh, see, there's another little piece that I need to stick down. And I usually use repositionable on all of my corners when I have pointed corners like this, because otherwise they snag. They get caught when you're putting them down in the page protector. So okay, there we go. Get some of this stuff off my table, some of this clutter. Okay, and just line them up, your angled corners, which looks so nice, so finished. I'm a little bit off there. Oh, and my corner's coming up here. All right, one more border to lay down. I appreciate you guys coming back on with me tonight. This was a longer layout than we normally do on a Wednesday night, but that's okay. Gets our minds working and gets a page done and gets us motivated to work on more pages this weekend. There we go. So now we have this fun mirror border all the way around. We've got these cute notches all around our pictures. I love it. So now we can do some fun embellishing. You know, we've got a nice center piece here in the middle. That could be your journaling. It could be a picture. It's up to you. Whatever you would like to put there, whatever looks pleasing to your eye. We've got some smiling going on here. I mean, we could do, here we go. Perfect smile. Something like that. And something in the middle there. Let's see what I got. I'm not sure what kind of embellishments I've got over here with this. I got some great stickers. You know, something like this would look nice in the middle. Or if I wanted to stay in the square. I don't really have a square sticker here, but I could do something like this, a rectangle right there, or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to play around with it a bit. I do like these little red ones. I think the red would add a little nice. I don't like that my corners aren't coming together up here. So I'm probably going to redo that a little bit there. I need to bring my corners in. But there we go. We have finished this layout with our mitered corner borders and our notched squares and triangles. So how cute is that? Now my border came down farther. So if you would want to do a little more narrow border, then you would see these notches better here that are around these pictures. But I like the way that it turned out. I think it looks really pretty, and it can be for really any theme of layout. So thank you so much for coming back for the part 2 of tonight. Just wanted to make sure that we understood how to put this all together, because I didn't want to just leave you guys hanging. So please let me know if you have any questions. The full set of instructions is out on the blog, and it is called, I'm just going to give you that title for that. It's called Finesse a Fresh Fantasy with this Spring Scrapbook Layout. And she uses, like I said, she's using the hold on just a sec. She's using the Painted Garden collection. So when you see it, it's going to be a layout that has a dark pink border. Her border's pink all the way around. So that's what you'll look for on the blog. And like I said, as soon as you click on blog, it's the very first layout that's there. It was just posted today. So it has a date of March 29th, and it's by designer Sachio. I want to see her name so that I pronounce it correctly. Sachio. Oh my goodness, I can't find her name on here now. It was here. She is just an awesome designer. I apologize. I can't find her name in this layout, but her first name is Sachio. And she has had several layouts that I've done here with you guys, and they're just all gorgeous. So take a look at that out on the blog, and be sure and post your finished layouts out on my Facebook page. I would love to see the colors that you guys use and the borders that you guys use. All right. Thank you for coming back for part 2 to finish out our page. You guys have a great weekend. Good night.